Right, surprise, it's Friday evening and I've not gone on my run. I've actually had a really easy day at work. The dogs were wonderful and nice and chill, and I got to have a good chat with a couple of my clients, and I've got home and I've just got exhausted and I've got no energy whatsoever. I'm just so worn out and I know what it is. I know it's because I've not been eating properly and I've been dehydrated, and I've clearly just not recovered from that. I think it was yesterday I mentioned that I was really dehydrated and that I had a headache. Or earlier in this video, I can't remember. I've not recovered from that dehydration. I'm better, the headache's gone, but I've not quite recovered from it. I've got a feeling my body is still in fixing itself mode. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm just so tired, so exhausted. So I focused today, instead of going on that run, just focused on getting healthy food down me, getting plenty of veggies down me. I still need to have a bit of fruit. I've not had any fruit yet today. I've had plenty of protein and I've made sure to have plenty of water. I've had 2 glasses of water so far. I need a third one soon. And I've had 2 cups of hot chocolate, which the sugar in the hot chocolate probably isn't helping, but I've at least had plenty to drink. Let's put it that way. I'm going to get another glass of water in a minute. I decided in the end, while I'm so low on energy and while my body is still recuperating from its dehydration that I caused it, I was going to have tonight as a rest night again and focus on self-care again and getting some liquid down me. Tomorrow I am actually going park run, but I'm going a park run that I've never been before. I've never been to this particular park run. It's not too far from where I live. It's a good 15-minute drive, but it's not too far from where I live. And from what my running friend has been telling me, it's very hilly, quite challenging. It's nothing like the park run I regularly go to, which is quite flat and all one level, minus the field. Apparently this particular park run is very hilly, very challenging, so it's going to be interesting to give that one a go instead. And next week, I've already looked at my running plan for next week, and next week I need to run 9k as part of my half marathon training. I think one thing I realised this week, trying to do my calisthenics training on the same day as my running training, is I'm not necessarily going to have time to go out on my runs. So if I don't have time to go on my runs, I'm not necessarily going to have time to get my calisthenics training in. So I'm going to switch back already my calisthenics training into Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting this coming month. I'm still going to do some calisthenics training tomorrow to make sure I can get an extra training session in this week. But I'm going to restart my Monday, Wednesday, Friday calisthenics training sessions from next week. Now that I've actually got into the habit of getting up on time, I don't know how I've done it. I'm putting it all down to that app that I've been using to help me to get to sleep, because that app has worked wonders. I'm getting such a good night's sleep recently. I'm still getting pretty vivid dreams. Like last night I had really vivid dreams, but that app has helped me sleep so much. And again, not sponsored in any way. I have had so many good night's sleeps this last week, and I'm actually getting up on time. I'm feeling well rested when I wake up. I'm not feeling stressed. I'm not rushing around because I woke up late. I'm not still awake at 2 a.m. in the morning. This app has been marvellous for my mental health. And now I just need my physical health to catch up with it. We've not ended this week yet. We've not given up. It's not gone as planned again, but that's adult life. Adult life never goes as planned. But we are going to try again. We are going to go to this new park run tomorrow, and that's going to be the end of this week for me. And then I'm literally spending all weekend trying to do video editing. I also want to do a little bit of work on my voiceover. I want to try and get some better demos out for my Fiverr. I really want to set up an ACX profile, but I'm also slightly concerned if I've still got so many videos to edit, then I'm not necessarily going to have time to record voiceover and audiobooks and stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on potentially going to get things set up, but I'm still going to focus on video editing for a while and catching up on my videos, and hopefully by August I'll have a bit more spare time, or enough spare time to actually work on voiceover as well. The long run, I want to try and make voiceover a full-time thing, and I want to try and make YouTube a full-time thing so I can start working from home more. Do you know what? This is turning into a bit of a rant. I'm going to stop here and I'll see you guys for park run in the morning. It's Saturday and I'm in a lot of pain. I actually woke up early enough to get to the park run that I was going to go to today, and I had every intention of going, and then this morning I have woke up with the worst goddamn cramps. I'm female! Yay! And female cramps like to play hell with us, and supposedly there's recent research that suggests that cramps are actually as bad as a heart attack, and it might just be that I've got a really high pain tolerance, but I don't think they are, but right now they're bad. They're not usually this bad. I can actually work my way through cramps really well. Like, they don't usually bother me at all. I can feel them, they're there, but they don't usually debilitate my ability to do anything. But today they are painful, really painful. And I know this is probably only going to last maybe 3-4 hours and then it'll ease off and they'll just go back to normal. Oh my God, they're painful. They're really painful. I'm annoyed. I was really looking forward to going to that run this morning. Really freaking looking forward to it, and now I'm going to have to put it off for another couple of weeks. So annoyed. It can't be helped. At the end of the day, I'm only human, and if I'm in pain, you don't run when you're in pain. So it looks like it's another rest day. But again, another rest day means I have plenty of time to do some video editing, because I didn't end up doing any yesterday for, I don't even know why. My brain just stopped working at the end of yesterday. I got home from work, my brain just went sploot. But I'm still going to try and go on a run tomorrow instead. I know I don't usually run on Sundays. Sundays is usually my rest day, but considering I haven't been on a run since Tuesday, I really don't want to fall behind and I don't want to lose the muscle memory and stuff. I'm just hoping that I'm not going to be in as much pain tomorrow and I can go for a run tomorrow instead. Sunday evening and I'm brandishing a knife. I'm dropping treats for my work tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to go on my run this morning. I had a bad night's sleep. Really bad night's sleep. I did not sleep well yesterday. I didn't get up on time this morning. I'll be honest, after this last week, I think it was either the week before or a couple of weeks before, I've had a couple of weeks recently where I fell off the bandwagon a bit, and I think I mentioned it either earlier in this video or maybe in my last video that binge eating has been getting the better of me recently, as well as emotional eating, which is two of the eating disorders I struggle with. The emotional eating has come from stress, and to be fair, the binge eating has come from stress as well. Mostly financial stress, because my business always goes quiet this time of year because a lot of my clients go on holiday with the bank holidays, because there's so many bank holidays this time of year. We're also trying to buy a house, we're trying to get a mortgage together, and we're trying to make sure we can afford it all. And then hearing how much my friends' mortgages have gone up put a bit of worry in me. And then it also put a bit of worry on the fact that this is my quiet period, and I recently lost one of my clients because they moved to another city. It's not like I did anything wrong. They physically moved out of my area. I wasn't going to travel 40 miles just to pick up this one dog to walk him. And it's annoying because one of the reasons I'm financially stressed is because I do rely on my business and I do rely on the income that it brings. I don't have a second source of income. I don't have a backup plan, technically. I'm currently trying to get that backup plan in place, but it feels like it's not working. Part of it is due to imposter syndrome, because I am trying to get into voice acting. I am trying to get that up and going. I am trying to make a business out of it. Right now I'm scared because in order to get it going, I need to start auditioning for things, which is scary enough in its own. And it's not so much the auditions I'm scared of. I'm scared of actually getting the jobs and then needed to be able to do them and do them to a good quality. I'm scared of failure. That's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of it not going well. I'm scared of it, me trying and trying and trying for a year with it and not getting anywhere. But I'm also scared of success. If I end up doing really well at voice acting and get to a point where I can start working from home, I could potentially start looking at closing my dog walking business, which in a way I want to do. I want to start working from home. It would give me more time to work on my YouTube channel. It would give me more time to work on my fitness. It would give me a bit more freedom. It would allow me to keep my house tidy. It means I'd be able to actually look after my home instead of spending 10 hours away from home, or 6 hours away from home every day. By doing that, it means I'd no longer be walking my dogs, and I'd lose my clients, and I'd lose the relationship I have with those dogs and those clients. And in a way, it's the people pleaser in me. I don't want to let my clients down. I don't want to stop walking them. There's also a slight fear because when we do eventually move out, we want to start trying for kids. And again, if I get pregnant in the next year, and we end up having a kid by next year, whether or not it's this time next year, whether or not it's the end of next year, if we are lucky enough to get pregnant after moving, I'd have to look at closing my dog business anyway, because I'd need to go on maternity for 9 months. So I'd still be letting my clients down, and that scares me. It's one of the reasons I'm trying to get fitter, is so that if I am lucky enough to fall pregnant, I've got a higher chance of having a good healthy baby, because at my age there's a lot of potential complications. But then there's also the fear that if the voice acting doesn't go well, by the time I do have to stop my business and let my clients down and go on maternity, because that's one of the reasons I'm trying to get into voice acting, and one of the reasons I'm trying to build up this YouTube channel, so that I can financially sustain myself for maternity leave. And a part of me is really scared that if it doesn't go to plan, if things don't work out, if things don't happen, what am I going to do? I'm going to end up having to go 9 months without any money, which is a really scary thought. I don't know why all these thoughts have sort of crept up on me over this last month. Started with just the one, and then they started piling up on top of each other, and now they're sort of in this spiraling loop in my head. And it's all based around in a way it's all based around finances and imposter syndrome and fear of success as well as fear of failure. That emotional stress that's put on me and the financial stress that's put on me has caused my emotional eating and my binge eating to go out of control the last few weeks. It's caused me to really focus and go a lot more in depth with my YouTube. I've been a lot more careful with my editing, but that in itself has brought on some imposter syndrome because I actually released my barefoot shoe video today, going 100 days in barefoot shoes, and I'm slightly scared that people are going to watch it and be judgmental and accuse me of suggesting things that I may have not suggested, and I'm afraid of people picking out flaws, and I don't know, there's something about that video that just makes me feel like I'm not experienced or knowledgeable enough to make that kind of content. So the responses scare me, or the potential responses scare me, which has been in again not been helping with the whole emotional eating. And then because my emotions are so awry, the binge eating has crept in. I've been having healthier foods. I've actually been really good at getting veggies in my food this week and having protein in my food this week, but my portion sizes are still completely out of control, and all this emotional stress I don't think is what potentially didn't help my sleep last night. I don't know why it's all crept up on me so quickly. It's literally almost like that video was the thing that caused the volcano to erupt sort of scenario. It's been building up and building up and building up, but today it really did blow up. So I didn't end up going on my run in the end. I felt like I needed a clean mind. That's the only way I can explain it, is I felt like I needed a clean mind, so I ended up doing quite a lot of cleaning around the house. Today was actually the first day in a long time I've actually had time to do any cleaning, so I've had a really productive day. I've done tons of cleaning around the house. I spent some time with my parrots. I spent some time outside. I spent some time video editing, setting up my next video, which is actually going to be my week 1 of 2024 finally. And then I went for a meal with Jason's mum, or I say a meal with Jason's mum and dad. We went to Jason's mum and dad's for a meal, something to eat. This channel is not helping my imposter syndrome right now because I feel a bit like a failure or an imposter. I feel like, especially because I've not done that much exercise these last few weeks, or this last month. I've not done a lot of exercise this month. I've really flagged with my calisthenics training. I've really flagged with my mobility training. So I am feeling a bit imposterish. Like I shouldn't be making these kind of videos, and I shouldn't be making fitness content, and I shouldn't be doing this in general. That's how I'm feeling right now. And I know that's not the case. It is literally just my brain telling me all this information. It's my brain with its own doubts and its own fears, and it's not necessarily the reality. It's just concepts. But it's hard. You've got so many doubts and fears playing on you all at the same time. It's hard, it's scary, and it's weird. One of the things I'm not liking about this channel at the moment is a lot of the videos I make on this channel are of me being quite negative. Not intentionally, it's just I'm getting very frustrated with myself for saying I'll do something and then not necessarily following through with it. And that's something I get really annoyed with myself at, because I do it more than I would like, a lot more than I would like. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new week. Start of week 17 or 18 next week. So I'm going to muddle on these thoughts a bit longer. I'm going to try and calm down, distract myself, get my head together, get my thoughts in a better organised place, and try and remind myself that a lot of the things I'm worrying about I have no control over. Que sera, what will be, will be. And that I need to trust in the process. I need to trust in the process, and I need to put in the work. I just need to get past that little bit of fear that's stopping me. Best things in life are on the other side of fear. Best things in life are on the other side of fear. Imposter syndrome is just fear. Imposter syndrome is just fear.